This is me editing video without my MX Master 3. And this is me editing video with my MX Master 3. In any of my previous video, whenever I talk about my MX Master 3, I have nothing but positive to say about this mouse. This is by far my favorite mouse that I've ever owned, and there's a reason why. It speeds up the workflow in Final Cut. I don't know how I lived without this thing for so long. Now I can't imagine editing video without this mouse. In this video, we're gonna look at my key assignments in Final Cut Pro. Before we get started, you don't have to assign every single key like the way I assigned it. After I got the mouse, I watched about 3 or 4 videos on key assignments on Final Cut Pro and or Premiere Pro. I just took away whatever I could from each of those videos, and some buttons I customized it to fit my own needs. So my point is that take away what you could from this video and hopefully it could help you out. With that said, let's take a look at my key assignments. I am going to open Logi Option and a new project with just a video on the timeline so I could show you those buttons in action. So in Logi Options, when I click it and I change the application here to Final Cut Pro, this button right underneath the wheel is my Command B, my blade tool, and this button right here is my delete selection. When I edit a video, click and delete the selection by clicking on the wheel. If I need to delete additional footages, I could just click it and click delete. It is so much faster than clicking Command B and clicking delete button. I could do all that on the mouse now. Let's take a look at the easier ones first. The thumb wheel, I made it horizontal scroll left and right. The thumb buttons, zoom in and zoom out. In the past, I would zoom in by pinching my hand on the trackpad and I would go left and right using the trackpad. But now I could zoom in with the thumb button, zoom out with the thumb button, and if I need to scroll left and right, I do that using the thumb scroll. I actually inverted the thumb wheel. It just felt more natural to me, scrolling up to the right, scrolling down to the left. Last button that we need to talk about is this button right here. So I made a keystroke assignment, which is this bracket. This actually does 2 things for me. After I customize my keyboard command on Final Cut Pro, Final Cut, command, customize. So this button right here, it is trim start. So what that does is if I'm playing this and I pause and click the left bracket, it deletes everything to the left of it. So what trim start is it deletes everything before the cursor. Now I said I customized this so it does 2 things. If you customize the trim end to shift left bracket, just like I have over here, I could start editing the video, and if I want to cut off the end of it, I could just click shift on my keyboard and that thumb button, and it's going to delete everything to the right of it. So this button actually does 2 different things for me. Last thing I wanted to customize was previous frame and the next frame. The whole point of me customizing it was so I could keep my hand on the left side of the keyboard. Before I got my MX Master 3, my hand would be everywhere on the keyboard. B, A, delete button all the way to the right, and next frame and previous frame. I wanted to make it so everything that I do is on this side of the keyboard, so I don't have to continue to move my hand from the left side of the keyboard to the right side of the keyboard and right side of the keyboard to the left side of the keyboard. So the way I customized it was made my Z previous frame and my C as my next frame. Now everything I do is on the left side of the keyboard and or on my mouse. That's how I assign my buttons on my MX Master 3 and how I customize my keyboard in Final Cut Pro to fit my need. If you're using MX Master 3 to edit your videos, how do you have yours customized? Do you have some of the same buttons or different buttons than me? Do you have your MX Master keys customized? Because I don't have my MX Master key customized at all. So if you have any suggestion for that, please leave it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.